Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's video, I'm going to be comparing a Ford F-150 Platinum to a Ram 1500 Limited. Before we get into this video though, a huge shout out and thank you to the Kengar Ford here in American Fork, Utah for giving me some time with this Platinum. I'm going to include a link to their inventory in the description down below so you can check out what they have currently. If you have any questions or need any help, just ask for Kellen. And then on a side note, if you want to save time and money the next time you purchase a car, link to my car buying guide in the description down below. Let's get into it. Under the hood, we have a naturally aspirated 5.7 liter Hemi V8 paired to the e-torque system and an 8-speed automatic transmission. Power outputs 395 horsepower, 410 pound-feet of torque. The e-torque adds another 130 pound-feet off the line. Fuel economy is 18 around town, 22 on the highway. Now under the hood of the Ford, we have a twin-turbo 3.5 liter V6 paired to a hybrid system and a 10-speed automatic transmission. Power outputs are 430 horsepower and then 570 pound-feet of torque, with fuel economy being 23 around town and then 23 on the highway. Now before we go over the front ends, I do want to mention if you want to see more videos just like this, then I recommend you subscribe because I post content every single day. So starting with the Ram, you can see this one has the night edition package, so everything's all blacked out on the truck. We've got these cool vents here on the hood, and then you guys can see here 1500 Hemi e-torque. And then look at the lights here at the daytime running lights at the top and the bottom. Those are pretty sweet. Grill's all blacked out, obviously. You got tow hooks here. We've got parking sensors. We've got fog lights. It has everything that you need from a pickup truck. And then with the Platinum, you guys can see here with the hood, it's got that kind of like wavy Ford design. Got the Ford logo there with the camera at the bottom. And then you can see you've got the upgraded headlights here with the Platinum. We've got fog lights just like the Ram, parking sensors, tow hooks, you know, all the normal works that a truck should have. Now with the Ram, our tire and wheel setup is 285, 45, 22 in the front and over in the rear as well. And you can see here with the wheel design, the wheels have metallic gray on them, which I think looks pretty sharp. Now our tire and wheel setup on the Platinum is 275, 60, 20 in the front and over in the rear. And you can see here the Platinum, more of like a luxury truck appearance with the wheels because it's just chrome. Let me know which wheel you like more. Now with the Ram, you guys can see here with the body painted fender flare here, look at the badge, how it's blacked out. The mirror cap's also blacked out. You see the door handles are body painted. And then look at the back with the fender flare and how the fender kind of pops out a little bit. That's pretty cool. And then here's your full side view with the Ram Limited, which I think it looks very good. Now with the Ford, you can see the cut there on the fender, and then notice F-150 Platinum. You got your Power Boost badge down below. And then look at the chrome in the mirrors and then also on the door handles as well. And then here's your full side view on the Platinum. Now here are our key fobs. You guys can see we've got remote start with both trucks. We've got tailgate drop down with both trucks. However, the Ram has the drop down for the air suspension because, well, the Ram has air suspension. And this is actually something I want to talk about. So you guys can see the Ram has air suspension, so that is a big difference. It's 4-corner, by the way. Whereas the Ford has more traditional suspension, independent in the front, and then you guys can see we've got the leaf springs here in the back. Now popping into the bed with the Ram, we have a payload capacity of 1,256 pounds, and you guys can see we've got some LED bed light action here, and then look at the bed liner and everything. It's another big benefit here. This one has a tonneau cover from the factory as well, and then the coolest thing I think is this tailgate. So it's kind of heavy because it opens up like a barn door. So you can see you can pull those open, and so that's, I think, a pretty cool feature. And then we also have this little kick step, so you basically just like grab it with your foot, if that makes sense, and that helps you access the bed area. And then it's all easy to put back, so just kick that in. I guess I need to do more leg day. Anyways, and then you're all done. And then if you want to check if it's locked, see how I can't pull it down? That means I didn't latch it properly. Now I know that it's latched. Now with the Ford, you guys can see we've got some outlet action. We've got the LED lights here in the bed. No bed liner with this particular one. You can add it. We've got the measuring charts, which are pretty nifty. And then if we actually lift that down, you guys can see we've got a little step here. A little bit different than the Ram. It also comes with the grab handle as well. And then pretty easy to get it back into place. But the thing that the Ford has that the Ram doesn't, it automatically raises itself up. Pretty bougie, right? With the Ford, we have a payload capacity of 1,428 pounds. Forgot to go over that when we went over the bed. But anyways, finishing up with the rear styling, you guys can see the giant platinum plaque there on the back end. We got parking sensors. Towing capacity with the max trailering packages in like the 12-ish thousand pound range. Now over with the Ram, you can see everything's all blacked out. Now towing capacity with this is in the 11,000 pound range if you have a 392 axle ratio. But anyways, let me know which truck bed area you like the most. Now popping inside of the Ram, you guys can see here with all the really nice leather trim here on the door panel and the embroidery, power side steps, and then look at these seats as well. Pretty nice looking. And then we've got some under-seat storage. Got the floor mats here, notice it says limited on it, and you can see a little ice bucket underneath. And then popping in, here's your legroom. Got a little storage pocket here. We got some wood trim. We've got heated and ventilated seats back here. We've got USBs, full power outlet. Really good headroom. And then we have this like center console in the back. That's the best way to put it. It's got some storage, got some cup holders. It's a nice armrest as well. And that's cool. Now taking a look at the rear door panel, you guys can see again with all of the leather trim, and look at like the suede. That's pretty nice. And this trim too, I think that's cool. Anyways, power side steps. And then here are the seats. I am in love with these two-tone seats in the platinum. I think they look very sharp. And then we've got under seat storage as well. And then popping in, ooh, here's your leg room. Then we got some cup holder action, heated seats here in the back. Got some charging ports. Ooh, camera just freaked out. Back here. Don't know what happened to the camera there, but anyways, we do have a cup holder armrest. So a little bit more of like a traditional setup here. Now popping over to the front of the Ram, you guys can see that theme of like everything being covered in leather continues with the front door panel. You got like your memory seats as well. Notice the windows are automatic for the front, mirrors do power fold in. Got blind spot monitoring. This has a Harman Kardon sound system. I think this is probably a little bit better than the Fords, but they're pretty dang close. And then here are the front seats. As you can see, power adjustments here on the side. And then we got our pedal layout here with our light controls. Steering wheel's manually adjustable. So, first off, you can see wood trim here at the top. With 23, this has been deleted from the Limited, so you don't get this wood trim anymore. Radio controls on the back. We've got cruise control with adaptive cruise control. You got your gear limiter, and then you can see the wood trim here at the bottom, and then controls for center stack. And speaking of center stack, this is another thing that's different. In 23, you have a full digital gauge cluster. I've reviewed a couple of 23, so if you want to see that digital gauge cluster, just type in Ben Hardy 2023 Ram 1500 like limited, and that'll pop up for you. But this pretty much has a lot of the same functionality. The biggest difference with the new one is that you can pull up a nav screen with it, which is pretty cool. The rest of the truck, though, is the same. Anyways, you guys can see backup camera with trajectory lines that turn with the steering wheel, and then we have a bunch of different camera viewpoints here with this. And then as for the rest of the infotainment system, this is weird. This is my demo for the week, and I have to like turn the infotainment system on every single time I get in the truck. It must be something. Heated and ventilated seats. Anyways, we got dual zone climate. You can see here with the little shortcut bar at the bottom with this. And then notice this has parking assist. We've got lane departure. And then here at the top, like this is a huge difference. I think the Ram has like way more leather. And I think the leather here on the dash is nicer than what you have on the Ford. But let me know which one you prefer when you go look at the Ford. You can see the dial shifter here with the driveline select. We have two-wheel drive, four-wheel high, four-wheel low, and then four-wheel auto as well. We got an axle lock on top of that. And then Ram center console is pretty sweet. Notice with the storage space here. Slides backwards and forwards, which I think is pretty cool. I mean, it's just very cavernous. We also have a wireless phone charging pad. Got a full power outlet, some USBs. And then look at the glove box. Notice it says limited there on the outside. And then this does have a camera mirror. And then power sliding rear window on top of that. No sunroof, but you can get it. Now taking a look at the front door panel, you guys can see again with all of the leather trim. And then we actually have some suede as well. I think it's pretty cool. Automatic windows for the front too. We've got power folding mirrors, really cool wood trim, memory seats, blind spot monitoring with the mirrors, and then again the Bang & Olufsen sound system. I think, did I say Bose earlier? It's Bang & Olufsen. Anyways, even got a speaker in the headrest. Platinum, and then you guys can see it's perforated all down the center portion. Power adjustments here on the side. You can adjust the pedals, you got light controls. Steering wheel's power adjustable, unlike the Rams. So that's a win for the Platinum. Ooh. So here is the steering wheel. Notice it has the Platinum logo right there. Got some controls for the center stack, adaptive cruise control with our lane keep assist. I will say this adaptive system's better than what Ram has in their truck right now. Full digital gauge cluster here. Now the F-150 has a bunch of different drive modes. Ram obviously has like tow haul basically, but like, yeah, this has tons of different modes you can go through. And then you can see we've got a 360 camera system. Because the screen's horizontally opposed, the camera viewpoints with the Ford are a lot bigger. So I'd say that this is a better overall camera system. And then just like the Ram, this has parking assist. It's this button at the top. And then you actually have this for the plugs and everything, because this has the, I think this one has the Pro Power on board. But anyways, response time with the screen is actually really solid. Now in terms of my preference, I don't really have a preference with these infotainment systems. I like both of them. I do prefer horizontally opposed though, so I think that's more of a win for this one. This one has trailer backup, and then you guys can see the trailer brake controls, and then a driveline select, and then dual zone climate with this, with our radio controls. And then notice we've got a wireless phone charging pad as well. And then we got our shifter here for the 10-speed automatic. It does have plus and minus for the gears. You can fold it down. This one doesn't have the workbench center console, but I love how this looks. Like, it's very cool looking. And then decent center console. I do prefer Rams, but this still gets the job done. And then we got the double glove box just like Ram. Look at the wood trim. But this is what I'm talking about, like the dash here. This is just like a Lariat dash. You have to get the limited to get like the really nice leather trim. Anyways, power setting rear window. And then we've got no sunroof, but you can get a panoramic. Now, when it comes to pricing, both of these trucks as equipped sticker for about $78,000. Now, with all that being said, if you do want to see a driving comparison with both of these trucks, I'm going to be posting a three-way driving comparison with the Ram versus the Ford and versus a GMC Sierra Denali in the future. So if you're not already subscribed to the channel, then I recommend subscribing so that as soon as I post that video, you can see that. And with that being said, let me know if you would pick the Limited or the Platinum out of these two after this review. I'll see you.